Hey everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to loan to XRP. Once again, thank you for your support, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew. So I think that we've got clues in other charts that we are nearing this end phase here, and we've got this make or break moment for XRP. Now I do think over the next couple of weeks, we may retest them lows that we've put in. I'm looking at structural bottom right now, and we may have clues in the DXY to that particular scenario playing out. So I'll go through that with you in today's video. That we may have clues in the S&P 500 and things like that. I've been looking at with you for a very long time. That this is it, this is a go moment. So way back in April, we did see something in the structure for XRP that made me flip bearish basically, but not macro, just micro. I was looking for this wave 2 pullback after this beautiful 5-wave move up. We've got the ABC into this buy zone, and this is a projection that I was relaying to you. And on, I think it was April the 4th, just there, I did flip bear on XRP, and I was looking at 03836 buy zone and then the big boy bounce. So I think that that's played out right now. And if you look, we've got the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5 of C, and down there in roughly July, which is pretty much where we've bottomed right there for XRP at the moment. So I was projecting this way back in April, and XRP absolutely come down and bounced at 03834, I think it is, a fraction slightly lower than that buy zone just there. Look at that, an amazing forecast that is pinpointed with pinpoint precision. I don't know how I would do it. It was just simple fib retracement, which I'll show you in today's video. But that's just my projection, and so far so good. We've seen a nice little move, but we're looking for the follow through. I'm looking for the confirmation of that being the bottom right now in July, and that's simple. I think we may have clues and other things that we're looking at, so I'll go through them with you today and look at the potential drawdown scenario that I'm looking at for XRP when people, we're expecting a major breakout here right now. So I'll show you what I'm looking at, okay? So taking a quick look at the S&P 500, a lot of people get miffed as, why do I look at these charts? Why do I look at other charts, not just XRP? Because you've got to drag as much confidence as you can into your analysis. This is why I do look at other charts, the DXY, the USDT, the S&P 500, the RUT, so many risk on and risk off, charts right there. It just adds confidence to any theories of up, down or sideways or whatever. This is why I do look at these particular charts, especially this, because this is the king of risk. So typically what we do see in this particular chart, if this is doing well, then do expect XRP to catch up eventually, and this is something I've relayed to you for so many times. So since this thing has been breaking out here, it's beautiful move. XRP's not been doing anything. It's been drawing down and crabbing and boring, but it's not lost any structure. So I think the clues remain that risk on is actually on the table, like it was there when everyone was extremely bearish after Corona. And the clues are in risk, basically the king of risk. So if I drop the XRP chart in for you right now, we can clearly see that if we do begin to follow suit, so we had that Corona dump and we went sideways, boring, horrible, oh no, it's going to zero and things like that, but then eventually it breaks out because the clues are in the S&P 500 that this major move, the vertical, the risk on environment, is just basically a catch-up play for XRP. So at the minute, we've had this horrible drawdown going sideways, but this is taken off into space. Eventually this in theory should follow suit. So this is what I'm looking at. It's just a little bit of confidence, the fact that the S&P 500 is risk on, it's doing incredibly well, it's price discovery, it's making all-time highs, it's meeting all my targets and so on and so forth, and the end game target is why I do remain bullish even at this point here for XRP after this potential ABC correction. Okay, so whichever most look, but we may have the perfect play right now, and equally something I'm looking at on the DXY, so I'll show you that. So again, if this starts to break down considerably, bearish market structure, then we've got to flip bear on XRP because it's equally risk. Okay, let's dive into the DXY and show you what I'm looking at right now. So really simply, from this top here, I've been really bullish on risk. S&P 500 to make all-time highs, and equally Bitcoin, and eventually XRP in the last phase of the correction. The risk blow off top, the ABC, the C wave drop in this particular chart is your vertical in the altcoins, basically your blue chips, your Cardano's, your Ethereum, your XRP, so on and so forth. So until I start to see the bullish market structure, in this particular chart, I do remain risk on, basically, but I will flip risk off and exit my positions once we start to see something in this chart. If we start to see the A, the B, and roll into the C, this is your end game, this is your vertical in risk, this is your exit strategy down here. Okay, really simple. So at the minute, I think we may have a clue that we are on the cusp of a drop in the DXY eventually leading to next year, and then boom, we've got an up only season basically. So what I'm looking at over the next few weeks anyway, which is a little bit of confidence of the fact that I still think we're potentially carving out the bottom here for XRP, is basically basically a run back up into the 20 EMA on the weekly, then this next leg to the downside, just like that move down there. That's it. You know, this is your end game for the DXY. This is your large ABC correction. This is your impulsive move, ABC correction, and then boom, this is your exit point down here, and then this is your entry point back up here when this thing takes off again. You know, and everyone gets ultra bearish on risk like they were there. Okay, really simple. So please stick with the channel, stay tuned. I will give you all the updates as best I can. Obviously, I'm looking for the invalidation of my theory. I've been looking at for a very long time, but at the minute I just don't see it. So basically, really simple. ABC, this C wave, like I said to you, is your blow off top and your alt season and the vertical that exists there in the charts anyway for now for XRP. Let me dive into XRP right now to show you what I'm looking at. Okay, to take a look at XRP on the daily time frame at the moment, you know, how was I able to pinpoint that accuracy to that line, the 786 fib? Really simple. You know, from the top, the 5-wave move up, 1 2 3 4 5. This was simply retracing. Okay, 786 is where it found it, come up impulsively, and right now we're looking corrective off this particular 5-wave move up from this low. We've got the 1 into the 2, huge 3 4 5. That has been a very powerful move that not a lot of people are looking at and giving it credit for. Okay, so if we are actually bullish from this pivot low, we should create some kind of structure here for continuation, some kind of bottom structure before we continue the show basically. But one thing we have to do for XRP, really simple here, we have to break out this downtrend structure, which we currently find ourselves in, unfortunately. Okay, so at the moment we do have a nice compression pattern from left to right, so we come up in a potential 1 2 3 4 5, and right now we're going to compress in like this. So if this is a compression pattern, a bullish pattern, it's called a bull pennant. We traded one of these last year. Okay, so from there to there, we did exactly the same here, and like I said to you, to get really close to the apex, we should in theory break out, and we did exactly that. So 1 2 3 4 5, overlapping corrective waves towards the apex, broke out. 1 2 3 4 5, overlapping corrective waves, breakout. So possible same situation as we're looking at, you know, like we did in July right there. So one thing we have to see for XRP, in my opinion, obviously, is the structural low from which it's come. But most importantly, we have to break this lower high structure, which we currently find ourselves in, from that July high in 2023. Because from that pivot point just there, we came down, made a lower high, made the lower high. Okay, we're still making a lower high at this pivot point, and we're still making this lower low. So if we was to roll and lose this ascending trend line and this low, then obviously I'm completely wrong. This is not your low, and we are looking for a greater level of support here for XRP. But I think potentially with the clue of the DXY and the clue of the S&P 500, and obviously keep an eye on Bitcoin as well, we need to track Bitcoin because of the potential reversal pattern I'm looking at right there. We may be on the cusp of this vertical here for XRP against all odds and expectations, and this particular buy zone that I was relaying to you was just an absolute sweet spot. Okay, so I wish everything most luck, but from left to right, if we have another drawdown, okay, and we see the DXY retrace into the 20 over the next week or so, and we see another drawdown here for XRP, you know, this could be the last sort of entry point for you if you've missed this point here, because we do have 1 2 3 4 5 overlapping corrective price structure, 1 2 3 4 5 overlapping corrective price structure, a bull pennant towards the apex before the breakout, a bull pennant towards the apex before the breakout. But one of the most important things we have to see going forward to really get the bull market started for XRP, an explosive vertical to the upside, is take out that pivot point 0.7517, because we see that, you know, I think XRP is in a vertical, and I've relayed this to you many times. I wish everyone most luck. If you're looking for more updates of altcoins and opportunities like that, definitely get involved in the Discord right now. So let's be patient. If we start to break this resistance, take out this resistance point, take out that pivot high, wow, we could be on the cusp of a vertical here for XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take a one. Back to another update on XRP. Bye bye.